Hey everybody, Wall Street just opened, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York, and that's 9:30 p.m. where I live, Indochina time. And we're looking at gold XAU USD on the 15-minute chart. And you can see from the previous candle, it looked like gold wanted to go up just before Wall Street opened, and sure enough, it's taken off like a rocket. Already moved up from $10 in like 1 minute, 100 pips in 1 minute, but pulling back a little bit now. So maybe this was a fake out for the start of Wall Street. We have been for the last hour or so. I just got my phone. Watching my phone is going off, and my iPad is watching my iPad on a different time frame. If you see me looking in all different directions, that's why. If you're just tuning in, be sure that you let me know where you're watching from. Good to see everybody following. Be sure and like and share. That does help the channel and encourages me to be here consistently. And I'm here every time Wall Street opens, Monday to Friday, and also when the Asia Pacific market opens with Singapore and Shanghai. That's at 8 a.m. Indochina time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York. Here you go again, some more spam. Just block that guy, whoever that was. Festus, there you are. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. Do you have any ideas on trading gold? Are you going to take a long trade or a short trade? Gold is starting to move back up now. For the last hour or so, we have been moving down. But now it looks like Wall Street might want to take it back up. But if we go back here and look at what happened yesterday, this was just crazy. We had a big day. It started up yesterday, came across here, and it came all the way back down to where it started. It started at this price here, and it finished at the same price. After a $123 move up during the Asian session, came all the way back down to where it started. Amazing. So we'll get back over here to today's chart. And this is the Asian session here, this grayed out area that I have. And then it mostly went up during the Asian session. And then London just kind of manipulated the price up and down a little bit. And now we see the U.S. market starting to push it down initially, but Wall Street looks like they might want to push it back up. Let's just wait and see what the price is going to do. Yeah, crazily parabolic. I guess you could say that. And not just gold, but everything. Platinum, silver, copper, all of the metals. Absolutely crazy. Silver is trading now at $108. It did get up to $117 yesterday. Gold trading now at $5,065. Yesterday it got up to 5,111. That was an all-time high yesterday. You can see the previous day high yesterday. It was $5,111.17. And that's from where it started at 4,988. It's where it started and ended up at 5,111. Incredible. I think that's the biggest move gold has ever made in one day. Maybe not. I do remember a big drop last year that I think was a bigger move than that, but that was a short trade. Yesterday was long. Yesterday was buy, buy, buy. Yeah, that's a very, very good point, Festus. The FOMC. In fact, I will just jump over here and we will look at the calendar right quick, forexfactory.com. There's been no news Monday or Tuesday. And then we do have some news tomorrow, early in the Asia Pacific area. That's on the Australian economy. 3 items there. And then an important one, if you trade the Canadian dollar, the interest rate will be announced, and that's forecast to be unchanged, not raised and not lowered. That's the forecast. But there will be some, at least initial reaction, even if there's no change in the interest rate on the Canadian dollar. So if you're trading the odd CAD, pound CAD, US CAD, whatever you're trading, be aware of that one. And then here's the one you're talking about, Festus. This is the FOMC. And this is 2 a.m. where I live, Indochina. So that's Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. So that's after midnight on Wednesday. Very, very late here for us. That'll be 2 p.m. Wednesday in the US. So just be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. So that guys, that's going to have an impact. The forecast is that they will not lower the interest rate. It should be unchanged. But even if it's unchanged, that's still going to cause a reaction on gold and the US dollar, for sure. Now, if it's unchanged, what I expect there will be at least a knee-jerk reaction, a short-term reaction, one way or the other. But if they do lower the interest rate, I mean, that's possible. It's forecast that they won't change it. But if they lower the interest rate, that is really good for gold. And of course, if they raise the interest rate, which that's not likely, that would be bad for gold. But still, even if they don't change the interest rate, we will see at least a short-term reaction, a knee-jerk reaction, I call it, to the market. So just be very cautious. Don't have. I wouldn't recommend you have any open trades on gold when that announcement comes out, because there is maximum volatility at that time, and it can go either way. It can go up and down for a while, and just wipe out. Whether you're long or short, it could wipe you out. I prefer to not even. I don't stay awake that late, and I don't. I really don't ever take a trade during that time. Just better to just wait till the next day. So we're now trading at 5070. Not too much movement yet, just an initial kickoff here, a little bit of a blast off in the first few minutes of Wall Street opening, but not much else happening. Yep, that's a really good point, Festus. We need to all be aware, all traders, be aware of that FOMC decision tomorrow. I don't know that I will be taking a trade in this US session. I had a couple of trades earlier. In the Asia session, I had a good trade. And then in the London session, I had a good trade. And I don't usually trade more than about 3, maybe 4 trades in a day. Now we're starting to get some move up here. Getting a little bit of just a little bit of a push. Maybe we might come up and set a new all-time high today. Last week we had an all-time high like 3 or 4 times, almost every day, a new all-time high. It moved on the average last week $100 every day. And this is where we are, 5,111, all-time high. So these gray lines that I have here, this line here, this is the Asia high right there for today. And this is the Asia low. All right, they kind of set the tone for the day. This is the accumulation zone, it's called, the accumulation. And then here in the London session, we have the manipulation. And then in the New York session, we have the distribution. We see what the real direction is going to be. And these other lines I put in during the day as I see support and resistance. You see back over here, we had resistance right there, became support there, and it's support here. And over here we had resistance there, became support here again. So I put these lines during the day as the market shows me what it's doing. And we had support and resistance here. So these are support and resistance lines. This line here I put earlier. I put this one over here. And you see, that's where it came. And that's what commodities and currencies do. They go from one level to the next level, to the next level. That's all they do. Well, I can tell you what, I would say I missed a good trade here. Just looking at what I see now, I missed a good trade. Can you tell me what I missed? Anybody that's watching, can you tell me what I missed? Just looking at this now. I didn't take any trade since this afternoon, or several hours ago. Can you see a good trade setup here? No, it depends on your strategy, of course. But I can see a good candle formation. This right here. This is it's a long-legged doji. It's a long-legged doji, and usually when you get a long-legged doji, that oftentimes will indicate a change in direction. And this is the last candle before Wall Street opened. And then Wall Street opened and you got a big move up. So actually when Wall Street opened, I could have taken a buy trade right there. And I would have put my stop loss just below that wick. So that was an oversight on my part. I just missed that trade. Never mind. I'll wait for the next trade setup. And that would have been, if I took that trade, 5059 to 5080. Wow, 200 pips. Oh my goodness. Just wait for the next one. We might see the same thing that we saw last night, you know? We might see that they will fill this gap again, like they did yesterday. If you just tuned in, let me know where you're watching from. It always does interest me. I get people from down under, Australia, New Zealand, get people from Africa. Last night we had somebody from Morocco, got people from Jamaica, from all over the world. And I live in Southeast Asia. Originally, of course, I'm from the US, but I've lived in Southeast Asia for 37 years. So this is definitely, you know, these support and resistance, they're so reliable. They just keep coming back to the price. It came up here and now it's coming down, just bouncing off of that resistance level. So if I had taken this trade here on this first candle with Wall Street, then my take profit would have been right there. I would put my take profit just below that resistance level. At 50, I would have put it 5076, just below that. And that would have been a great trade. But now what I wait for is 10 minutes to the hour. And it's usually the after the first 30 minutes, then you can start to get an idea of what the real direction is going to be. That means at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York, that next hour, then you can start to see the real direction. Usually, no guarantee. There's no guarantees in Forex. No guarantees at all. Hey, there's Zachariah from Morocco. Hey, dude, what's happening? From Rabat, Morocco. Zachariah was here last night. And here's, what is it, Tiger? Just need to make this a little bit larger. Tagax 23. Follow you. Why should I follow you? Tagax, why should I follow you? Yeah, Zachariah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I had a couple of good trades today, good profitable trades. So I'm doing good. If I don't take any trade during Wall Street, that's going to be just fine with me. But if I see a trade set up, I will take it. Just trying to adjust my laptop here. Sorry if that's a bit jerky. Now we're coming back down. Coming back down to where we started Wall Street. Coming all the way back down. So, if I took this trade and you don't have a stop loss, then you're going to be in trouble. In other words, it gave back all of that profit. That's 200 pips. It's already given most of that back. So that's why it's a good idea to wait. Let Wall Street settle down. Give it about 30 minutes, and then you'll start to see the real direction. Southeast Asia is not a country, Festus. It's an area. And Southeast Asia includes Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, all the countries in this part of the world. I live in Thailand, Bangkok. Have you heard of Bangkok? Where are you based, Festus? Maybe you told me before, I forgot. Whoa, boy, now we're even dropping below the opening price of Wall Street. We have two candles there, green candle, red candle. Bullish and bearish. So which way does it want to go? It looked like it wanted to go up. Now it looks like it wants to go down. Have another 8 minutes or so before this first half hour. And then we might get an idea. Sometimes it takes a while for the clear direction. And it could be a case of, the market is waiting for the FOMC tomorrow before they give really any, are we going to go to higher prices? 5,200 and beyond? Is that a possibility? Kind of depends on what the FOMC is going to do. So a couple of people have bailed out. As I always recommend, if you want to message me, you can message me on Telegram. That's my ID, my Telegram ID at RickRayFX. That's the main messaging service I use. We use Line here in Thailand, most people, but Telegram is more global. And of course, you can check out my website if you want to learn more about Forex. If you're new here to trading, that's at rickrayfx.com. Just bouncing off of this support level here that we have, previous support level there. Kind of staying between the support and the resistance there. No clear direction, guys, no clear direction. If you're scalping on the 1 minute chart, maybe you can find a trade, but otherwise, no clear direction. We're definitely bullish. Gold is bullish on the day chart and the 4-hour chart. But there seems to be some indecision. I think the market generally, the institutions, the hedge funds manager, the central banks, they're waiting to see what the FOMC is going to be. Yeah, you had a candle this morning stare. Not quite sure what you mean there, Zachariah. Oh yeah, you're in the Bahamas. I'm sorry, Festus. I forgot about that. Yeah, and not too far from the beach. Okay, now I remember. You didn't tune in for a while. I forgot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can live across all these countries. You can drive to Malaysia from Bangkok. You can drive there. You can drive to Cambodia. You can drive to Laos. You can take a bus to Laos. It's about from where I live. It's about 8 hours on the bus. You can drive to Malaysia from Bangkok. That's about 12-hour drive. Well, we might, yeah, if they hold the rates, if there's no change in the interest rate, we could possibly see a pullback on gold. I don't think it'd be very deep, maybe back to, uh, well, 5,000 for sure, but maybe 49.50. I mean, anything is possible, but I mean, it's not going to go crazy deep because the market knows that we are going to see very likely to see lower interest rates this year, maybe in the next session, maybe in March or whenever the next one is. So they're kind of anticipating that we will be seeing lower interest rates. Now we're starting to get some bearish movement. And yes, I've been to all of those countries: Malaysia, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Singapore. I've been to 60 countries in my lifetime. And I'm going on Monday, I'm going to Kathmandu. That's in Nepal. You know where Mount Everest is? I'm going there on Monday. Okay, so another 30 seconds till we finish this first half hour. And it looks like gold wants to be bearish during this US session. So it's likely what's probably going to happen. What I can see is starting to unfold. We're going to come down here and take out the Asia low. We're going to break below that. And then very likely we might even take out the previous day low from yesterday. Okay, I got an important message I need to just check on my phone. Okay, not so important. Maybe it is. So as I was saying, as I can see here, look at this, now the next hour has started, and definitely we are bearish. The bears have taken control for the time being, and we are headed to lower prices. And I'm pretty sure we will at least take out this Asia low, which is at 5011, and maybe even the previous day low yesterday, which was 4988. So if you want to look for a short trade, go to your lower time frame. Maybe wait for a pullback here just a little bit, but I would say right now is probably a good time to go short. But I'm not suggesting or recommending you take any trade. You trade according to your strategy. Use good risk management, protect your capital, whatever you do. I'm going to wait just a few minutes because now we're getting this little bit of a wick here, and it looks like it wants to kind of creep back up. And we've got red, red, green, red. There's nothing real clear just yet. And it's only been the next hour is only just like 2 minutes in. Oh, it's funny. Eh? Looks like it's trying to go back up now. But now we're getting a pin bar, a wick on this other side now. I'm just looking at my shorter time frame to get an idea if I can. I wouldn't go short just yet. Not the way this is looking now. I'm looking on my other device here at the shorter time frame. No, that no, definitely don't want to go short just yet. If we are going to go down in this session, it's not yet a short trade. It looked like it initially, but that was just this pin bar just broke below the support. That's all we see. This zone right here, support zone, and now it's going back up. This is a kind of chart to make you crazy, eh? Yeah, it's looks like it's going to go right back up to that resistance level right there. So up, down, and back up. If you're scalping on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, then that might be okay. But if you're trying to get a trade and hold it for some time, that this is not a good trade setup here. Going to go over and look at one more chart and see what I see. Oh no. Went down, back up. And set that one there. Hmm. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out for this session. It looks to be a nothing burger, unless you're scalping, trying to get a little bit up, a little bit down. There's no clear direction just yet. So if you want to hang in and see what happens over the next hour or two, that's up to you. But thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and share. I do appreciate that. It helps the channel. And if you want, you can join me in tomorrow's session, the Asian session. I'm always here at 8 a.m. Indochina time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day or great evening and enjoy your trading. And I'll see you again next time.